And I guess, guys, it's time to play some Wizard 101. I hope everybody's doing great today. I am doing fantastic. I am here with the Windhammer. Yes, Kieran. Is that right? I was trying to get my names mixed up. Hope everybody's doing great. Sandhammer. Windhammer. Sandhammer's in here. Hey, Riley. Good evening. I'm doing well. Anna, how's my weekend? Have I been experiencing issues with Darkmoor? I have not. Besides the weird loading screen issues from time to time. But other than that, it's been okay. For sure. I hope everybody's doing great. I'm excited to be hanging out with you guys today. I dug my balance wizard out, and we are ready to go do some Darkmoor today. I'm not sure how well it's going to go. Ooh, got a bunch of those in there, don't I? Okay, but let's go ahead and talk to the librarian.
Oh, look who it is. Our latest scholar. What? I said nothing of the kind. Wherever do you get such notions? Now, you're needed for some...
Death and danger!
Let's see what Darkmoor does for us today, Anna.
I mean, yes, obviously. That's what we always need you for. But it wasn't the plan this time. Still, best see what the tree wants.
Oh, very
Then
good.
Go to the Old One's office for your induction ceremony. No, there isn't an induction ceremony. Go talk to the tree.
Let's go talk to the tree. Death, and all that stuff. I really do like my balance stitch. I think it's looking pretty sharp. Oops. Yeah, definitely like my balance stitch. Okay, to the tree. He'll help me out tonight, Riley? Oh, for sure. We can do something like that. Quest along with me.
Only a nightmare, or was it a memory? But it has not happened yet. So
hope everybody's doing good.
recollection
Just a
of
reminder, if you
tomorrow.
are first time into the stream, you are more than welcome to come along and hang out with us as we go through. That's what we're here to do, and chat's wide open for you guys. Love to hear how things are going for you, you know, on this week of break.
Wizard, if it happens, forgive him. He knows only what is, and dreads what may be. He dreams as you all dream, and forgets upon waking. Sometimes, in fear of the night, we embrace the darkness.
Yes, Riley, I did enter your true friend code. There you go. Nicole Ashbringer, who's nice. Okay. To the Old One's office. We've got some quests to do. Very good. Yeah, so this is my balanced character, and we're going to start working through the Darkmoor adventure.
Surprise! Oh, just me saying it. I hate you all.
Some things need not be said.
Aye, but 'tis no less heartening when they are.
And, Wizard, your actions have said more than words ever could. You came from nowhere, and you shaped the spiral for the better.
You pulled us from our isolation, our eternal reverie, and made us participate in the worlds again.
Showed some of us our folly.
And others their responsibility.
And that's why Ione suggested we give you a new title, one worthy of your role with us here.
That's right, Wizard. You are now a scholar like us. The scholar of applied magics, our leader in the field.
Whatever new threats we face, mysteries we uncover, or dangers we must overcome, we know you will...
What is that? It sounds like an alarm. Have we ever had an alarm before?
It isn't common. Seems to be emanating from the lower decks. Kyburn, I may need your help. Yours too, Wizard. Come on, I'll show you the way.
Okay, what realm am I in, Riley? Well, I'm in a realm. Looks like I'm in Baelstrom, which is full. We'll just go to Bernie. Oh, I gotta switch locations first. Oh, it looks like she was right behind me. Okay, very good. Let's go talk to Ignis Ferric. Oh, you know what? We really should check spells and stuff. Yeah, before we get all too crazy on this, let's go ahead and check spells and make sure that we got all of our spells. Spells have changed. Oh, you know what? Before we even do this... Okay. Okay, before we get too far into this, I need to go figure out our spells. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, that looks pretty cool. It's a bombs type spell. I'm not a fan of those. I haven't really quite figured out the utility of the bomb spells. Maybe somebody out there who's smarter than me can help me figure it out. I think we have to go and figure out which is the... We have to figure out our... Yeah, okay. So let's take a look at our spells. So now, Hydra's the same, but our shadow spells are definitely bamboozled. Yeah, they are. They're changed, right? Okay. So... Okay, we have to figure this out. So what do we need to do? We need to go... We need to take a side tour, and we need to go and fix our shadow spell stuff. Yeah, that's what we have to do. Let's go. Oh, there's like a new little side quest they have in here now, but we need to go to where the bees are. Let's see here. There we go. Let's go solve this. Whoop. Whoop. This is really one of the cooler places in the spiral, is right down here. Let's head over to... Yeah, I love this pathway, this stars pathway or moon pathway. So cool. Like, look at that thing. It's so awesome. Let's head on up there. By the way, guys, chat's wide open for anybody who wants to hop in. We're just going to be working our way through some of the adventures. And, yeah. We have to knock out this quick tutorial. That way we can go ahead and get our shadow stuff happen. Yes.
There are many different shadow creatures that offer unique advantages.
We'll skip it. So I guess we just had to beat him, right?
There. The shadows have noticed our efforts. They have... After the pact is made, the shadow will always...
Okay, let's go make a pact with a shadow creature, which is the one that likes balance. It's the trickster, of course.
And now you have signed a pact with me. Oh, what fun. But remember my price. It could be anything at any time. But I take it very seriously.
Okay, so now we can add the, we can go ahead and learn the trickster stuff. Right? Okay, so deck. Yeah, I've got the shadow trickster in there now, so that's just a straight up trickster where it's like plus 25%, steel plus 1, da-da-da. But what I'm more interested in is the... It's not there. Okay, we need the one that we can add to our spells. Let's go check with Sophia. You went to a reptile show, picked up 2 new snakes, some Oregon red spot garter snakes. Ooh, I'm glad you like snakes, Anna.
This pact. I promise you. The shadow. Now.
Okay, we got that spell. Now we can go back up to the trickster and get the boost for our spells. There we go. So now we can train all of the mixed spells. Yes. Train, yes. There we go. Train our nested darkness. That's what I'd like to see right there. Ooh, I like that. The abyssal worm. Oh, look at that. That's a good hitter too. Der Boxenspiel. That's much better than it was. Eldritch Checkmate. I didn't use this all that much. But it looks like it could be good. And then we don't have the reverse fortune. Okay. Alrighty. I don't think I'll use that much, but what we do want is... Okay, what's that spell? That's the spell I need right there. Okay, so working on this, guys. Working on this. Let's see here. So we need... Oh, I can do smell elements for everything. Oh, that's kind of cool. Not quite understanding this. Oh, this takes our old spell elements and turns it into the new darkened spell elements. I get it. So, for instance, so what we would do. So this is basically taking our old spell elements and making them darkened spell elements. So then eventually we could boost the darkened spell. Yeah, I get it. Right, yeah, I think so. Okay. But what I need is I need that other trickster spell. Okay. So where do I get that trickster shadow spell that I need? Because I don't think I get it from Sophia. Oh, you know what? I think I can get it back in the Arcanum. Yeah, because I can't get it from her. Okay, very good. Trying to get it all figured out. Okay, let's go to the Arcanum. And let's walk right over here and get trained. Dark Sentinel. I need Dark Trickster is the one I need. Let's train that guy. So now with Dark Trickster, right, now I can do all those things. Yep. So now if I want to add some of the fun stuff in, like Courageous Charge, that's pretty cool. There's lots of these spells we can use now that I've never used before because I don't do PvP usually. And so it's kind of interesting. Look, there's Gaze of Fate. Blinky. We can throw a Blinky in. I haven't used Blinky in forever. Definitely want another Raw in there. And then we'll throw in a... Where's my Sandworm? There it is. Okay, I think we're ready to go in and do some action. Fantastic. There's Ashbringer. Looks like she's just waiting for me to come back around. Let's go, girl! Okay.
We can take this lift to the lower decks, which leads to the Arcanum's Wingeon and Power Core.
We'll see how far we get tonight.
Probably a false alarm, but you can't be too careful.
Can it be? Can it be?
So, Scholar, you ready to apply some magic?
Oh yeah, am I ready to apply some magic? For sure. Certainly like this with my wizard. Okay, so let's go to the alarm in the lower decks. That's a big hole.
There seems to be the trouble. There's a whacking great hole in the wall.
But how? And why? And who?
Probably just sky debris. You, more than any of us, should know it's impossible to find the Arcanum.
Ah!
Ha! Guess something got on board after all. Started mucking with the electricity. One tick. There. Well, or maybe the power core just needs some TLC. Have you ever seen that room, wizard? Oh, it's a hoot. Come along.
Good times. Let's go to the power core room. And I think Nicole's coming along with us too. Woohoo! Ready to do some action here. Man, I'm loving my stitch. That is a great looking stitch. Ashbringer's stitch looks good. She has a little bit of Selenopolis going on with her. Okay, so let's see here if we're going to have any of those load issues that have been popping up every now and then. Okay, let's go. Let's defeat the box. Well, very good. Well, that's awesome. So, Anna was telling us how she got herself a couple new snakes. I think that's awesome. She likes snakes. Never been a big snake person myself, but that's pretty cool. Okay. My heals are a lot better now as a balance too, so that's kind of cool. I'm going to be a much better support mage than I used to be. Yeah, I like how they balanced a lot of the spells out, so they're more useful now. I think the biggest thing I didn't like was them adjusting the pins down. Yeah, I think they should put the pins back at the previous levels that they had them at. Yeah, I think that's the only big complaint I have about the update so far, is the way they nerf the pins. Ah, yes, perfect. So let's... I don't have... That's such a big hit now. Wow, he does not want me to try healing anything, does he? Oh, there we go. Nice. I whacked him. Okay, let's keep this going.
Blood.
Squids, yeah. Let's do this thing. I am moving. Yep, definitely am moving, but it's a good moving. Okay. Oh, that is a way better healing spell than it used to be. Look at that thing. That can actually do some healing now. Okay, we're not doing any traps. Let's just get the blade up. So you describe them as a cat trapped in a snake's body, at least for garter snakes because they're so curious. Well, that's cute. A cat's trapped in a snake's body. That's funny. My cat's wandering around here somewhere. Yeah. I'm hoping she doesn't harass me at the moment. Yeah. She'll get in those modes. That's pretty cool, though. Well, you know, snakes can be nice. I don't know. I've you know, never had that fascination with them. They're cool, but yeah, they're not something that's cool. It's like my sister used to hang out with these birds. You know, my dad got a couple of cockatoos when we were kids, and I had nothing. I didn't want to have anything to do with them. I never really understand why my dad would show up with animals that nobody agreed with, right? And so let's prep that, and then I can boost it there again, and let's do it. So here's the brand new Nested Darkness. Honestly, it does a whole lot more damage than it used to, so I'm not disagreeing with the new systems. Yeah, the new systems are pretty darn cool, I think. Yeah, but my dad, I remember he got a couple of cockatoos, and I don't know if he was going to breed them and try to sell them or something. I don't know. And my sister, she would just play with them, and it was like the birds. I don't know. I don't get the warm and fuzzies from birds. I don't get the warm and fuzzies from snakes. Puppy dogs, yeah. A good dog, the way they look at you, yeah, that's good. Cats, for sure. You know, sometimes they're a little silly, but I do get the warm fuzzies for cats. But the other things, yeah, never quite figured it out. But I'm glad that you like them, Anna. That's awesome. Well, Riley, that sounds good. You did. That's good. First live stream. Got 9 views. Nice. Yep. Sometimes I get views. Sometimes I don't.
I have some idea what's going on, Wizard. Sky squids are special. They sail through the skyways and realms between.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, though, Riley. It's always exciting when you do your first stream and people tune in to see what's going on.
The Scion at last.
Oh well, let's go fight these guys. But that's good. I'm excited for you. Your first live stream went well. Okay. Let's do this thing. Very good, very good. By the way, guys, if you're just joining the stream, I hope you're having a good evening. The chat's wide open. Love to hear from you. We are taking my balance through the wonderful experience of Darkmoor right now. Wonder why they like to throw those up every single time. Ah, well. What I mean by the weaknesses right away. Oh. Hey, my kitty is back in the chat. My day's going. Yeah? Lovers of Kenya, that's awesome. Yeah, it's been a good day. It's a good week so far. I was out working in my wood shop today on my youngest daughter's desk, trying to get it ready for her. She's been asking for a desk for a while, so yeah, we're putting it together. Well, we don't want to convert to life. So, yeah, why not? Let's do a hit. Yeah, last week I wasn't feeling too good, and it was we had some busy stuff going on with school and everything, so wanted to make sure that got taken care of. You got to take care of your real life first before streaming, unfortunately, but that's the stuff, right? That's the stuff. And this is fun for me anyways. This is just a little hobby that I do, that I hang out once a week with you guys doing, so it's good times. Have I finished my streaming room? Yeah, I gotta clean it up again. Gotta get rid of some things. I need to throw a few more things out, but got all the flooring done. It definitely feels a lot better now. Yep, definitely feels a lot better. Got the air working and everything. Yep, floor got done. Floor is looking good. I finished that a couple months ago, and it's definitely makes the room much better. Yep, I gotta do some sweeping in here next. I guess I could do a heal. Let's check out this new heal. I want to see what the new heal does. I haven't cast a new heal yet, so yeah, but I did get the floor done a couple months back, and it's good. It's good. Got everything leveled out, and everything's looking really good. It feels good in here. It's become a kind of catch-all room again, so I gotta get rid of some stuff. I gotta throw some stuff out and everything. It's so easy to clutter stuff. That's what I've noticed in my life. It's so easy to keep and hold on to stuff that you don't need. Well, didn't realize that worked that way. Interesting. Okay. Very cool. We gotta wait for a shadow spell anyways. Shadow Pip. But yeah, the room's doing really good. Very happy with the room and the changes we made to it. Hopefully school's going for you well, my kitty. This is a nice spell I don't see all that often. The Matterhorn. Huh. Yeah, that's like a healing spell that actually does healing now. That's pretty sharp. Well, let's get rid of the Bach. Anna, the one thing about birds you know is they will bond to one person in the family, made us like everybody else because I used to own an African Grey. Did you, Anna? That's pretty cool. I never really got that much into birds. Was not a bird fan, personally. My wife loves them, and I love to harass her about them, but that's interesting knowledge. I never really thought about that. Thank you for sharing. Ah, Luke Nelson. Been rewatching the Fire and Storm Dual School. You're doing a dual life and fire right now with how viable dual schooling is. Now, that is awesome. I think it's really cool. And with my Death Wizard who's dual schooling with Storm right now, it's much better than it's ever been before. All the new updates they've made, especially with that new Ataviscus gear that you get level 60 at the end of Celestia, that stuff is awesome. I love that new gear. And it's not that much harder to grind than any of the other gear sets out there. I think it's super awesome. Yeah, good feedback on that. In fact, I'm kind of excited to do Dark more with my wizard too. So that's pretty exciting. Punishment's not going to help much. Okay, that's pretty cool. My kitty, can I do an episode in Stitches for your death? Been wanting to do it, but don't know how. It's going fine. Finals are coming up. Yeah, I can do some Stitches for my death. Stitches is pretty easy. I'll go ahead and do that. Hopefully your finals. Yeah, studying for your finals. That's a big deal. I hope you do well in those, my kitty. School's important. Ah, Luke, yeah. Especially with the pity system. After 40 or so runs, you can craft everything. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's really not that bad. It's not any worse than trying to go for the Waterworks gear. And it's as good, if not a little bit more flexible than the Waterworks gear. It's as good as any of the grindable gear, whether it's Waterworks or the Zigzag gear over in Crocotopia, or the crafted gear over in Winter Tusk is pretty good. But those other three sets are way better, and that Atavista gear is just good. It's just good gear. That's probably one of the best additions they've made to the game for a while. I'm hoping they do one at level 100 just to give us some choices, because it would be great to have pin gear for level 100. Or even if they did it at level 90, you know, I think that would be really awesome if we saw gear pop up around there. Okay, I think I am just waiting for 2 pips now. We're about to do some hits. Yeah, the pity system does make it much easier to deal with, for sure. For sure. Well, this is going pretty good. Good. A special shout out to Riley, Miss Nicole Nashbringer here in the channel, who's like questing with me and everything. Okay, let's do the Nested Fury. Nested Fury. By the way, guys, chat's wide open. Love hearing from everybody out there and all their feedback and stuff. It's been good. Yeah, that's what I'd like to see, since they threw out some crafted gear at level 60. I would like to see an option, say, at level 100 or so. Because right now the crafted gear in Chrysalis just isn't that good. Or it's not really a viable alternative to, say, like the Darkmoor gear. So the Darkmoor gear is still the really big gear to get. Ah, it went ice. You never know what this is going to go. But I don't think it's going to be as weak anymore. Yeah, the crafted gear could really use a rework. But even them just adding in new gear sets, new options, it really varies up the choices you get as somebody to make your build. And every viable choice, I think, is good. I'm starting to change my opinion. Sure, the crafted gear could all use a rework to make it more effective. I think that's the word I'm looking for. The crafted gear could all use a rework. But at the same time, I do like the idea of them adding in new sets of gear, like that Atavistic gear and that Bygone gear. That's been really cool. Ah, so my kitty just got to Mountain Olympus. You got the helmet and the staff on your myth for the first time. That's pretty good. Yeah, grinding that level 30 gear out can be a challenge for sure. But it's well worth it once you finally get it. That gear lasts for quite a while. Does a pretty good job. Let's cast some more up there. Have you noticed that the shadow spells aren't always gambiting you or taking away what they're taking away from you? Or at least it doesn't seem like they are to me. Maybe I'm wrong. My kitty, you only did 2 runs? You only did 2 runs? You got the helmet and the staff already? Wow. That's not bad. I've been seeing online some people have been having a lot of runs with that. You've noticed, Luke? Yeah, I'm not going to complain a lot about it. It's kind of nice. Not taking the negatives from it. But it's okay. But yeah, I do like. You know what? I really do kind of like the shadow rework. I think the shadow magic. A lot of people were complaining at the beginning, but I think in the long run, it's better than what it was, and it's more interesting too. I mean, sure, it's an extra step in your deck, but I find it much more interesting to use now. You really like it? You had a fire in the middle of Chrysalis, so you picked him back up and it's been fun? Well, good. Let's see here. You know, we can do another Nested Fury. Yeah, let's just do that. Another Nested Fury. That's a big hit. And if we get if we get Storm or Fire with it, we'll probably finish him off. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to go through it with my death. Because it'll be like the first time I'll go through it as it's in the main quest line in order. Broken Branch going after us. The Caterpillar. He has a lot of blades stacked up here, doesn't he? Well, that's cool. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think a lot of the changes they're making are going to make this game more playable and more fun to play long term. It's going to make the fights more interesting to play with. And a lot of the old people who are complaining about it, I think if they just spend some time, it's actually more interesting to duel now. Oh yeah, that's good. Tell you what, Nested Fury is as good as it ever was. Probably a little bit better with the update.
I suppose I was too hopeful.
Okay, so let's go talk to Qyburn. We gotta kick these guys off of our thing. Yeah, I think the only people that are really complaining are the ones who just want to speedrun something with like Blade AoE and be done with the game, period. I don't even know why they play, honestly.
Stick figures? Ah!
Or the people that want to say there's only one real way to play. The only real way to do it is get Waterworks and then get Darkmoor, and that's all you need. I mean,
can answer
they
that.
take all the fun out of the game. I'm sorry, I'm buzzing past her speech and everything. I do find the new protagonist pretty interesting.
The Broken Branch control life support. My hope is that if we sneak in through the energy corridor, we may be able to reach them first. But be wary, there are dangers.
Yeah, I mean, I've always felt like if they really want to shake up the game some for decks, I think what they ought to do for decks is require the deck to be completely filled. That would be a rule that would get people like freaked out. If they changed the deck rule to where you would have to completely fill your deck to use your deck. Wouldn't that freak people out? Guess what would be the most popular deck out there? The starter deck. Well, for some people. The starter deck would probably be the most popular deck out there. But if they I think that would be an interesting rule where, you know, you could get a new deck and you'd be required to fill the entire deck with spells, and instead of being the picky and choosy kind, and then the deck could be like a real huge thing. Oh, good, Luke. I agree with you. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind not filling up my deck all the way, but the small deck meta, I think it just kind of takes a lot of the fun out of the game. You're always going to get the same spell. You're always going to get the same thing, you know. And I don't think they really meant for that to happen. Yeah. I think that'd be one of the great changes that would really shake people up, is require people to fill the decks up. Now, but of course, you know, the bigger the deck, you get better bonuses, like maybe a damage boost or something on it, like maybe some extra stats on decks that you have to completely fill. I think that'd be a good trade-off. So, like, for instance, if you had a 60-card deck and you had to have it full before you used it, but it gave you a +5 damage or something. I mean, I think that would be a pretty cool incentive to go ahead and fill that deck. Just a thought. I think it'd be kind of neat, you know? My kitty says people were saying that they want to fast run everything, but I want to do everything, all quests as well. Yeah, some people want to fast run stuff. I don't think they really... I think they miss what most of the game has to offer when you fast run it. If you skip all the dialogue, if you skip the quests, and because honestly, I kind of get it if you're just like if this was an action combat game, okay? So I kind of get the big MMOs where they're action combat, where the fun that they have playing the game is going out there and doing action combat with bosses. I get skipping all the quest stuff and doing that. Yeah, bye-bye, my kitty. I get that. I understand that. But Wizard 101's not an action combat game. And unless you really just want to do dueling, the storyline's half the fun of the game, I think, you know. The storyline's a lot of the fun. And I think sometimes you miss a lot of it when you don't do that part. Wow, killed my feint. Yeah, but never been a fan of the small deck meta. I do get it, and it does make sense in certain degrees, you know? But those people running it, but I've never really been I mean, and if you want to play that way, that's fine. I just think, I think they kind of lose the point. I think by going that direction, you kind of miss large parts of the game that are really, really interesting if you give yourself a chance to really dig into them. Huh. Okay. I need that Shadow Pip. Yeah, so I think if KingsIsle really wanted to put everything on their toe, what they would do is they would require anything above the starter deck to be fully filled out. Or any deck that gets a boost, any deck that gets a bonus, whether it's an extra pip or whether it's some sort of jewel bonus, it requires them to fill every spot on the deck to get that bonus. That's just my thought. I think that'd be kind of cool. Get it for farming. Yes, I totally get it for farming. But then why do you get, you know... I mean, if you're smart, you can still set your deck to be pretty quick for farming, you know. I don't know. Options, options, options. Where is my Shadow Pip? Almost there. Yeah. But I think a trade-off like that would be good, you know. Maybe decks without any type of boost, you don't have to fill out all the way. But decks with a certain stat boost, you would have to have it had to be full to be able to use. I think that'd be interesting. I think it would add some challenge to the game. And I think that was just one of the things that KingsIsle probably should have done right out the bat. They should have required you to fill the deck with whatever you could fill it with. except for maybe the starter deck to be able to use it. Yeah, I think that was something that they probably should have done right out of the bat, and probably would have kept some of those weird metas from forming. Yeah, the level 50 Arch Mastery decks. Yeah, I see those, and it's like, I mean, you can add an Arch Mastery jewel and pretty much get Arch Mastery for the most part. Yeah, I think that would be a great option. Is you know, give you some more boosts from decks, some more stat boosts, but require you to have the deck fully filled. I think that could be interesting. I think it would make the game fun. It's annoying, he blocked my critical. Oh, and there we go. The bomb's hit with a storm. Ah, that could have been so much better. Yeah, I think did I struggle with these guys a little bit with my myth? I can't remember. Yeah, I think they have a plan to make the game more interesting and more fun than ever. And they're just implementing little things as they go along. And I think the biggest change was the change to the shadow magic, which I know has bugged a lot of people out there, but in the long run, I think it's better. I think it's more interesting, you know. And the way they did the spell weaving, I find more interesting, even though, you know, it's not a necessary use. The new gambit system and the clears, and thinking strategically with those types of spells is really interesting as well. You know, I see a lot of value in the way that they have been really trying to change the meta on everything. Yeah, I like how you can do the spells without the shadow enhance. So it doesn't really limit you to be able to use the spells and stuff, for sure. And then the shadow enhance is pretty cool too. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, Luke, for sure. Well, like-minded stuff. I like the game a lot, and, you know, the card game was getting boring for a little while, but now it's a lot more interesting again. Really? Storm did the worst? I guess it's because they probably have some resist to Storm. Yeah, I think the update's been really cool too. What they've got to do is they've got to fix the load screen issues and the server issues that have been popping up here and there. They've got to fix that stuff. Yeah. It's kind of tough when I'm recording, and it sets me in like forever wait on the load screen, so I pause it to see, and then it kicks me out of the game. So then I have to reload and everything. Luckily enough, I've gotten used to it now. It's just kind of annoying when I'm actually recording and trying to get videos done and stuff. Yeah, I got stuck this weekend when I was recording too, Luke. It was kind of crazy, for sure. It's just one of those fights where you just gotta keep hitting them over and over and over again. Eventually, you get rid of them. Oh my goodness, you had to relog 2 or 3 times Saturday night within an hour or so? Yeah, no, I understand it. When I was recording Sunday, I had a few issues as well. You don't have enough health to strategize? I can kind of see it, Anna. I don't know, I see it. I get it. I get it. Yeah. Yeah, you want those hits to come quick and fast so you can get them, so you can hit as fast as you can. I do get that, for sure. I do. I do get that. Don't necessarily disagree, but I think it could add something to the game. Yeah, these lost stars are a little annoying. Your first live stream was about what you think the world should be the next world for Arc 5. Yeah, that sounds cool, Riley. I'm doing a lot of thinking about it. Yeah, I'm not even going to think about it until I get through this, until I get through Darkmoor and get to experience the full storyline and see what I'm thinking about. Yeah, I'm not too worried about what the next step is. It'll be a year before we see it anyway, so. But it could be interesting. Ooh, look, we can get a Blinky set up. Haven't done a Blinky for a while. Okay, Abyssal Worm time. Let's do this thing. Very cool. Yeah, as far as new worlds, there's a lot of cool things they could do, you know. I'm not sure where they would go for the next world, but I'm sure I'll have an idea by the time I get to the end of Darkmoor. You hope King's Hall watched it? Well, most likely the plan's already in the works. Nice hit. Okay, well. There we go.
Are you okay? Last time before.
Okay, let's take out these broken branch knaves.
See? Yes, fine. I'll give you a cookie if we survive. Destroy them already before the others find out we're not up there.
Ah, healing. Wow, they're coming out hot, aren't they? It's one of my favorite fire spells right there. You're going to call it the night, Luke? Well, thank you for hopping in. I've had a great conversation talking about the dual schooling and everything, so I hope you have a good evening. Thanks for hopping in and hanging out with us. Appreciate it. Hope your evening goes well. Okay. Oh, I'll tell you what, my day has been kind of long. I'm starting to get a little tired, so I think we'll finish this dungeon and see where this lands us. Man, they're aggressive. You know what? This might be enough. Let's do it. It would be fire. Yeah. They're going to resist that, aren't they? Not enough. The whole Arcanum background track is fun.
Well done. The life support control room should be just up there.
Okay, one more fight, I think.
Splendid.
Oh. I guess we don't have a fight after this one. That's nice. Awesome. Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it. Nicole, Riley, Claire, thank you for hanging out with me. It's it for me. I've got to get some rest, got to get some relaxation. I hope everybody has a good week, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. We'll catch you later. Bye-bye.